The reason why I share my story about coming off my mental health meds and, tapering off Suboxone and then getting back on, the reason why I tell you guys these stories, I'm not trying to tell anybody that they need to get off their mental health meds. I'm not trying to make anybody feel guilty or ashamed for being on mental health or MAT meds. I'm just trying to share my experience to help other people that might be like me. Thank you so much, Michelle, for understanding that. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. I'm just a girl in recovery who's sharing her story. And by sharing my story, I hope that I can connect with other people who have similar, experiences or who can relate to my experience, and it helps them feel not alone. That is the purpose of me sharing all about my life with you guys. I share some really intimate details, some things that I struggle with. Coming off of Wellbutrin and Lexapro, I thought it was going to be the hardest thing I have ever done, because the first time I tried to come off Lexapro in 2021, I wanted to take my own life because of how bad I felt. But I came back to it after a year, after 2 years actually, and I tried again, and I'm so glad I did, because I was successful, and now I feel better than I've ever felt. I want people to understand also that I've never been diagnosed with major mental health disorders. I don't have BPD or any kind of personality disorders. The only things that I've been diagnosed with by physicians are ADHD, generalized anxiety disorder, and depression. I wasn't diagnosed with ADHD until 2021. I have never been able to find a doctor to treat my ADHD in the past, because I was on Lexapro, and the medication they wanted to treat me with, they said would interact with that medication. Somebody asked me the other day, well, are you going to try and get your ADHD treated now that you're not on Lexapro or Wellbutrin? And at this moment, no. But for the future, I don't know. We'll see. What I want to do and what my future plans are for me with medication is I want to stay on Suboxone for 1 more year, and then I want to try and titrate completely off of it in 2025. So I hope you guys will stay with me for the journey, but that's always my intention. My intentions are to help people. I just want to help people and encourage people. I am a huge supporter of doing whatever it takes for your sobriety. I do not believe in abstinence only sobriety. I know there are some people that are successful with that, and I support them, but abstinence only recovery is not something that I push on people. I am more of a do whatever it takes to get to where you need to get kind of sobriety girl. I support plant medicine, medical marijuana, kratom, psychedelics. I support MAT, evidence-based treatment. That's where I'm at, and that's what I believe in my journey. I have literally come from being a 12-step big book thumper, indoctrinated for years, to changing my whole belief system in 3 years. When I joined TikTok in 2020, I learned so much from the younger generation that's in recovery, that's sharing their stories. And I'm still trying to learn all these things still. In 2023, I'm still learning about harm reduction. I'm still learning about person first language. I'm still trying to do better, but I have come so far. I was brainwashed for many years, and now I'm so open-minded, and I want every person to know that you are capable of doing anything you put your mind to. And if you are somebody like me and you can relate to feeling dead inside on mental health medications, and those medications were no longer serving you, my purpose of sharing my journey coming off those meds is to encourage those of you guys who are trying to do the same thing, and to let you know that it is possible. But if that's not you and you need mental health meds, I want you to know that I 100% support that as well. And I don't want anyone to ever do anything that could harm them. But thank you so much for seeing that and understanding what my purpose on these platforms is. My purpose on these platforms is to inspire, is to encourage, is to uplift and is to love you until you can learn to love yourself.